The town of Westlake wants residents to get serious about water conservation. Truth is, most people don't realize that it is possible to maintain the beautiful landscapes that Westlake is known for and cut back on the use of water at the same time.
The time is now. It's imminent, and we're not telling people not to use water. We're telling people don't be wasting water. So it's being smart about the water that you're actually using.
Water conservation isn't just a feel-good thing anymore. It's a pocketbook issue, and ultimately, responsible water use is a matter of survival. Cutting back now will keep the rates from rising even more quickly and delay the need to build expensive water tanks, construct new reservoirs, and import water from places like West Texas or Oklahoma. Darrell Johnson, a lifelong Westlake resident and a civil engineer who specializes in water resources, says the people of Westlake will make a difference.
If you could tell the rest of the communities around North Texas that even Westlake is very seriously aware of conservation and is doing something about it, I think that would be a good message.
The town already prohibits landscape watering between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m., but there's a lot more that can be done.
I maybe do this sparingly once a week.
Master gardener Marilyn Johnson of Westlake says one of the best ways to save water is by choosing native Texas plants, known at the local nursery as Texas Star plants. They tend to be drought tolerant and not require so much water. Things like salvia, Texas lilac, Texas sage, yucca, and grasses like Mexican feathergrass, which stays interesting all year round.
It's all a matter of knowing what will do well and what does not require an endless amount of the precious resource water.
Marilyn likes hand watering her flowering plants, which along with her feeders attract an assortment of birds and butterflies. The most beautiful gardens in Westlake often combine Texas perennials and greenery with colorful annuals. Contrary to what people might think, they don't need to be watered every day. In fact, about half the water used for landscape irrigation is wasted because of overwatering, runoff, and evaporation. So here are some conservation tips. Use low-output sprinkler heads. Use mulch to reduce evaporation and moderate soil temperatures. And check your sprinkler controller to make sure you're watering at night or early in the morning and not in the middle of the day. To determine how much water your sprinklers are putting out, set cups at varying distances from the sprinkler heads and run the sprinkler for 15 minutes. Add up the amount of water and divide by the number of cups, and you'll know how much water your sprinkler is putting out. 1 inch of water every 5 days is enough for most grasses and shrubs. So as Westlake citizens do their part to conserve water, big users like Fidelity Investments, Chrysler Financial, and the Vaquero Club are also taking action to reduce water usage. Fidelity collects rainwater for irrigation in a large storage pond and features an assortment of native Texas plants and grasses to maintain a beautiful corporate campus. The Vaquero Club also collects rainwater, captures runoff, maintains a careful watering schedule, and is constantly maintaining and adjusting sprinklers to prevent waste. Brandon Goodike, Director of Grounds, says water conservation is a high priority.
Golf gets a bad rap for the water consumption that we do use, so I think it's in our best interest to be as efficient as we possibly can.
It's refreshing to jump in the pool on a hot Texas day. Taking water conservation seriously means those pools won't be drying up anytime soon.
I appreciate the town doing this. I think it's a great effort, and hopefully the message gets out to save water.